Okay, class, please open page number 11.6. Page number 294, paragraph number 11.6. Screen is visible, right? So registers. What are the registers? Basically, the registers are the statutory records for the company. Entries are made by the company secretaries of company into that register in regard to members, in regard to directors, shareholders, and what shares they have, right? Directors details, basis details, on their DIN number, KMP details, their residential address, business address, their PAN number, DIN number. Basically, it is a basic record for the company, and every company is required to maintain the statutory registers. A company secretary duty is to maintain the statutory registers. If in the company there is no company secretary, then who will maintain? Who will maintain the statutory registers? Any authorized person by the management of the company. Clear? So section 88 requires every company to keep and maintain the following registers along with the index thereof. What registers? Registers of member for each class of equity and preference shares separately. Number 2, register of debentures holder, register of any security holders, and foreign register of members and debenture holders. See, in your course, these 4 registers are related to only shareholders. We studied in the previous class regarding the share capital. We studied that the equity shareholder, preference shareholder. Okay, there are more registers like transfer register, register of directors, registers of directors, and KMP, right? But these 4 registers are related to shareholders. Number 1, register of members, register of debenture holders, register of other security holders, foreign register of members and debenture holders. Every company shall, from the date of its registration, keep and maintain a register of its member in one or more book in form number MGT1. Highlight this form number MGT1. Highlight this. Rule 3 of Companies Management and Administration Rules 2014. This is the duty of every company. From the date of incorporation, the company will keep and maintain the register of its member in one or more book in form number MGT1. Clear? Clear? Now, okay, register of debenture holders and any other security holders. Debenture holders, Rule 4 of Companies Management and Administration Rules 2014 provides that every company which issues or allow debentures or any other security shall maintain a separate register of debenture holders or security holders for each type of debenture or securities in form number MGT2. Equity shareholders or preference shareholders, form MGT1. The register will be maintained in form number MGT1. Debenture holders for MGT2. Debenture holders will maintain their records in form number MGT2. Now, inspection. Who can do inspection of the registers of the company? Every shareholder has a right to do inspection of the register of members of the company. So, Rule 14 provides that the registers and indices maintained shall be open for inspection. Indices means indexes. Indexes. Okay. Rule 14 provides that the registers and indexes maintained shall be open for inspection during the business hours at such reasonable time. At least for 2 hours. At least for 2 hours on every working day as the board may decide. Clear? And by any member, debenture holder, and other security holder or beneficial owner without payment of fees can inspect that register. These registers will be open for inspection during the business hour at least 2 hours or any other time or any other hours as the board may decide. Clear? This inspection can be done without payment of fees by any other person on payment of such fees as may be specified by the article of association of the company, but not exceeding 50 rupees for each inspection, but not exceeding 50 rupees for each inspection. See, if member, debenture holder, or other security holder or beneficial owner do inspection, it is without payment of fees, but inspection is done by any other person, then payment is applicable but not exceeding 50 rupees for each inspection as may be specified by the article of association of the company. Clear? Clear? Now, a person concerned may require a copy of any such register or entries therein on payment of such fees. A person may require a copy of such register. He may copy of such register or entries by making payment of such fees as may be specified in the articles of association, but not exceeding 10 rupees for each page. But not exceeding 10 rupees for each page, and such copies or entries shall be supplied within 7 days of deposit of such fees. He may do copy. He may ask from the company for copy of the register, but it should be specified by the article of association. And the security holders, shareholders, members, debenture holders may require a copy, but each page fees will not exceed 10 rupees for each page. And every company should supply such copies or entries shall be supplied within 7 days of deposit of such fees. Okay, but now this inspection of register in the company is rarely done as there is online facilities available, e-voting, e-facility, and through MCA website you can check shareholders detail, right? And if there is the listed company, then yes, RTA may provide on the request of the company only, right? Dematerialization, this is the separate process for the listed company. Inspection of the registers on online mode is the separate process. Now paragraph number 11.7, annual return. Section 92 of the Act requires a company to file annual return. This section provides that every company shall prepare an annual return in form number MGT 7. Yes, this is main form for every company. This is very important form for every company. Annual return, yes, every year with the financial statement in form number AOC 4. A company has to file its financial results and annual return. See, when a company prepares its balance sheet, it has to file with ROC. ROC means Registrar of Companies. Which form? Form number AOC 4. I should type form number AOC 4. Check your chat box. Every company should file its shall file its financial statement in form number AOC for every year. Clear? And MGT7. MGT7 is the annual return. MGT7 is the annual MGT7. Same. Every company shall file its annual return in form number MGT7. MGT7 basically details of directors, shareholders, meetings. If during the year, if there is a change in the directors, there is change in the shareholders, then every company has to report to ROC in form number MGT7. In form number MGT7, every company will inform about its board meeting, about its extraordinary general meeting, about its annual general meeting. Clear? This is the main, these two form are the main form for the company, and every company has to comply. It's very carefully. Now, come on the book. Section 92 of the Act requires a company to file annual return. This section provides that every company shall prepare an annual return in form number MGT7. Annual return shall contain the following particulars as they stood at the end of the financial year. At the end of financial year. As on date 31st March. As on date 31st March, the details will be filled. Timeline is within 60 days of the signing of the balance sheet. When the time limit for filing of the MGT7 is when the balance sheet is signed within 60 days, annual return has to be filed. Clear? But as on 31st March, the details will be filled. What details? Its registered office, its principal business activities, particulars of its holding company, subsidiary company, associates company. Number 2, shares, debentures, other securities and shareholding pattern. Its members and debenture holders along with changes therein since the close of the previous financial year. If there is change in promoters, directors, KMP along with changes therein since the close of previous financial year. Meetings of members, class thereof, board meetings, various committees meeting along with the attendance also. How many directors attended, how many members attended. Okay. These details will be filled in the MGT7. Remuneration paid to directors and KMP. Penalty and punishment imposed on the company, its director or officer, and details of compounding of offences and appeals made against such penalties or punishment. Even penalties and punishment which are imposed on the company, its directors or officer, and details of the compounding of offences and appeals will be made, will be disclosed also in MGT7. Matters relating to certification of company's disclosure as may be prescribed. This is not relevant so much. Details in respect of shares held by or on behalf of foreign institutional investors and such other matters as may be prescribed. There is a particular form, 12 to 13 pages ka form hota hai, right? And every company has to file and such other matter as may be prescribed. These returns shall be signed by a director and a company secretary. When there is no company secretary, then it shall be signed by a company secretary in practice. Highlight this line. This may come into your exam. The proviso of section 92(1) provides that annual return of OPC and small company, OPC one-person company we have already studied, shall be signed by the company secretary, and where there is no company secretary, then by the director of the company. Clear? It means for OPC and a small company, there is no need of certification from the company secretary in practice. Only director can sign its annual return and file with registrar of companies. Clear? Now, certificate of annual return. Clear? Is there any question? No? Just a minute. Certificate for annual return. Section 92 provides that annual return filed by the listed company or by a company having paid up share capital of 10 crore rupees or more or turnover 50 crore rupees or more shall by a certified of company secretary in practice in form number MGT 8. See, these annual return, this from here to here, this is for the small companies. This is for the small companies, right? This is for the normal companies. Normal means unlisted company, private companies. Clear? But when we talk about the listed company or by a company which have share capital 10 crore rupees or turnover 50 crore rupees. When we talk about the listed companies, number 2, or companies which are having 10 crore rupees share capital and turnover rupees 50 crore rupees, then it will be certified by the company secretary in practice in form number MGT 8. In that case, company secretary will issue form number MGT 8 stating that the annual return discloses the fact correctly and adequately and that the company has complied with all the provision of the act. The company secretary in practice will issue the certificate to the company in form number MGT 8 that all rules, all compliances, all disclosures are correct and adequate and the company has complied with all the provision of the act, and this declaration which is in the form number MGT 8 will be attached with the form number MGT 7. Clear? Basically, normal company means will file MGT 7. Clear? Additional compliance will be for listed company or company having share capital 10 crore rupees or turnover 50 crore rupees, which is form number MGT 8. Clear? Both company will file MGT 7, but listed company will file MGT 7 along with the form number MGT 8. Clear? Any other question? Okay, no question. Extract of the annual return. Section 92(3) provides that every company shall place a copy of the annual return on the website of the company. Yes, this is the new provision as per the Companies Act 2013. Section 92(3) provides that every company shall place a copy of the annual return on the website of the company, if any, and the web link of such annual return shall be disclosed in the board report. Clear? Every year, a company have to prepare its annual report. We may call its board report also annual report or board report. Clear? Annual report includes board report, financial statements, cash flow statements, auditor reports. Clear? Board report basically is the director's report, and every company have to upload its annual return on the website of the company, if any, and the web link of such annual return shall be disclosed in the board report. This provision is mandatory for all listed company. Otherwise, there is no need. But if a company has a website, then it has to upload. Clear? Now, filing of annual return. I have already told you within 60 days, on which the annual general meeting. Okay. Filing of annual return, section 92(4) provides that every company shall file with the registrar a copy of the annual return within 60 days from the date on which annual general meeting. Class, please correct my statement. Sorry, my apologize. I said within 60 days from the signing of balance sheet. Okay, please correct this statement within 60 days from the signing, from the date of annual general meeting. Please correct this. Within 30 days, within 60 days from the date of annual general meeting, MGT 7 will be filed with ROC. And AGM due date is 30th September. Signing of the balance sheet within 30 days, that is the for balance sheet. No, this is the within 60 days from the date of annual general meeting, MGT 7 will be filed with ROC. Please correct my statement. I mistakenly spoke. My apologize. Actually, today my mind is not working. Section 92(4) provides that every company shall file with the registrar a copy of the annual return within 60 days from the date on which the annual general meeting is held, or where no annual general meeting is held in any year. Within 60 days from the date on which annual general meeting should have been held, together with the statement specifying the reason for not holding the annual general meeting. See, every company will file the registrar annual return within 60 days from the date on which the annual general meeting is held. But when the annual general meeting is not held in that year, then within 60 days from the date on which annual general meeting should have been held, together with the statement that reasons for not holding the annual general meeting. That means by paying additional fees, a company can file its annual return, but after giving reasonable statement, after giving reasons why the annual general meeting is not held timely. Well, clear? Now, place of keeping returns. Section 94 provides that copies of annual returns shall be kept at the registered office of the company. Such returns may also be kept any other place in India in which more than 1/10 of the total number of members entered in the register of members reside, if approved by a special resolution passed at the annual general meeting of the company. Just a minute. Yes, class. There is some connectivity issue. We are back. Yes. Place of keeping returns. Basically, every company shall keep its annual returns, its statutory records at the registered office of the company. Clear? But such returns may also be kept at any other place in India in which more than 1/10 of the total number of members entered in the register of members reside. If the total number of shareholders hundred and more than 1/10 of the shareholders resides at such particular place, then the returns may also be kept at that place. But after passing the special resolution passed at the annual general meeting of the company, if it is keeping in the registered office of the company, then there is no need to file a special resolution at the annual general meeting of the company. Clear? But if it is kept at any other place in which total number of shareholders resides, then the company will pass the special resolution at the annual general meeting of the company. Clear? Preservation period. This is very important. Section 94 read with Rule 15(3) provides that copies of annual returns prepared and copies of all certificates, documents required to be annexed thereto shall be preserved for a period of 8 years. Highlight this 8 years from the date of filing with the registrar. Every company has to maintain its record, have to preserve its record for a period of 8 years from the date of filing with the registrar. Copies of returns to be furnished. Yes. Rule 16 provides that copies of annual return filed under section 92 shall be furnished to any member or any other person by payment of such fees as may be specified, but not exceeding 10 rupees within period of 7 days. We have already studied this paragraph. Okay. Where have we studied? This inspection of registers. Same thing is applicable to the inspection of returns also. Clear? Returns. Same provision will be applicable to the returns also. Now, inspection of returns. Rule 14 provides that copies of return prepared under section 92 shall be open for inspection during business hours at such reasonable time for not less than 2 hours on every working day. Same cheese, right? Same thing as the registers and the returns are the statutory records of the company, and every company have to maintain this and have to preserve this at least for 8 years. At least for 8 years. Clear? But if a members want to copy the return, then 50 rupees, minimum 50, not exceeding 50 rupees for each inspection. The fees will be 50 rupees, maximum 50 rupees for each inspection. Section 94 provides that the central government may also by order direct and immediate inspection of the document or direct that the extract required shall forthwith be allowed to be taken by the person requiring it. If a company refuses to do inspection or to make copy to the shareholder, if a member or a shareholder wants to inspect the annual return or registers or any statutory record or wants to make a copy of the return, but the company or its officer denies to do so, then they will be liable to the penalty. How much penalty? 1,000 rupees for every day. 1,000 rupees for every day, subject to a maximum of 1 lakh rupees, during which the default continues. Clear? During which the default continues. Conclusive evidence. Section 95 provides that copies of annual returns maintained under Section 94 shall be prima facie evidence of any matter directed or authorized to be the inserted therein by under this act. Yes, this is the prima facie evidence. Prima facie evidence means that evidence which may be presented before the court and the court will accept that it's evidence. Clear? When when the court accept the evidence, this is the prima facie, means this is the proof that the company has complied its annual return provisions, and it will be acceptable in the court as the prima facie evidence. Okay, clear? Any question? Any question, class? No, okay. So, class, can we conclude today solely? As I am not feeling well. Okay, thank you. So we will meet on next Saturday, that is 20th April, and we will try to conclude the company law on next Saturday. That is the meetings. Yes, meetings. And the topic is the prospectus. Yes. On the next Saturday, we will conclude the Companies Act. Clear? On 20th, that will be the last class for the company law. On 27th, we will start the ethics. Clear? So, class, it is a humble request. Please study at your home today. So, as I conclude, as I am closing the class early, so you have enough time to read since starting. Clear? If there is any question, please note down in your notebook and take up the question in the next class for the company law, because on next Saturday the company law class will be the last class. Clear? This will be the last class for the company law, 20th April. So please prepare your queries and ask in the next class. Okay, so we will meet on next Saturday. Since then, take care. Bye bye.